The biophilic trend. What is it and how you can adapt it into your home? Hi, I'm Maya. I make videos about responsible design, conscious consumption, and sustainable lifestyle. And today I have for you a video in which I'm going to dive into Biophilic Trend, explain what is it, give you some tips on implementing it into your home. Also, why I think this trend is more than a trend and how you can make it sustainable. So, what is biophilic design? The easiest way to explain it is to think about it as incorporating nature into your interiors and connecting outside surroundings with interior design. It's all from plants through light to natural materials. It's popular now and it's called a trend, but in my opinion, all design should be biophilic because we are biological creatures and we need the nature. We feel better when we have nature in our surroundings. This is a trend. It was really popular after pandemic when we were closed inside and we were forced to stay in closed spaces. So then our need to reconnect with nature was really big and this became really popular. Plants are the new animals and animals are new babies. So I think also this is one of the reasons why this trend is more popular. I feel like this is a trend that will stay with us for longer. It was really popular last year and I feel like it's staying with us this year and hopefully for longer because we truly need the essence of biophilic design in our surroundings. This trend is based on benefits that we get from nature and it's based on the natural elements that we should want in our spaces anyway. Now that we know what is biophilic design, I will give you some benefits that it can have on ourselves and on our spaces. First of all, it enhances well-being. As I mentioned before, it's really important for human beings to connect with nature. Surrounding ourselves with elements of nature can reduce our stress, improve our focus, and overall make us feel calmer and more in tune with ourselves. Also, when it comes to incorporating plants into our spaces, into our interiors, it's beneficial for our air quality. As you know, many plants can purify the air they are in. This idea of bringing outside inside is also promoting opening windows and making the airflow. And at last, the thing that I have mentioned already is the connection that we have with nature, and biophilic design helps us to benefit from it. Of course, it doesn't replace the benefits from going outside, but it is really good for our feeling of being integrated. At the beginning of this video, I have presented you 3 basic elements of biophilic design. So how can you implement them? When it comes to plants, it's pretty easy. If you have a green thumb, it's perfect for you, but also it's not mandatory. You can easily Google and find some plants that are easy to maintain, that don't need special care treatment, and that you can have in your space without much of thinking about them. Of course, you need to water them and have some decent light, but if you Google some easy to maintain plants, you will have a whole list of plants that are hard to kill and that you can implement in your space. A great tip is to share plants with your friends and family. If you have some plants that can be easily regrown, for example by cutting a part of the plant, it's really a nice thing to exchange with each other, and it's pretty easy to do. Remember that after taking part of a plant, you need to regrow the root, and the best way is to do it in jars. I have my collection of monstera plants that are regrowing, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't have much to do with them, just to check if the water level is covering the roots, and that's it. The next element is natural light, and this may depend on your situation of your apartment, your home, what type of windows you have, from which sides they are placed. Think about your specific lighting situation and try to embrace it. If you are living in a dark apartment and you have small amount of windows, then try this hack of placing a mirror near the window or on the opposite side of the room so that it reflects the light. Additionally, you can use some glass objects near the window to also reflect the light. And the last element, natural materials, which I always encourage to use because often they are better quality. What I mean by natural materials, I mean wood, stone. Remember that the more reflective the surface of the stone is, the colder it will seem, and the more rough the surface is, it will be softer, which is a weird thing to say about stone because it's hard, but you know what I mean. It gives you warmer vibes. Also, you can use this rule for fabrics and think cotton, linen, wool, depending on the season. Choose natural materials, natural fabrics. It's hard to talk about it as I'm talking about a trend, because for me these are the rules of good design, good interior design. It's about investing in high quality. It's about thinking in true material. It's about thinking of exploring our spaces with all the senses and connecting with our space, not only through sight and what we see, but also the feeling of material, the acoustics. All of this for me is basic. These are basic rules of good design, of multi-sensory design, which I highly promote. But these are things that are put into this category of biophilic design, which is said to be a trend. I believe this shouldn't be a trend. I believe this should be textbook interior design, but I also don't have great opinion on trends in general. I believe that when they aren't followed with consciousness, then they can't be sustainable. But if you are doing it responsibly, if you understand the trend, if you are using these things throughout years, not only in one season, then I don't see anything bad with it. If you want specific examples of implementing natural materials into your interior design, the easiest way to implement it is through decor. It's always the easiest way because it's something easy to change. Also, it's easy to invest in smaller pieces. So you can think about wooden trays, you can think about high quality blankets or pillowcases. Think about what you are using. As always, as in all of my videos, make sure you are not supporting overconsumption. Make sure you truly need these things. Also, if you are looking for furniture and you want them to go into this biophilic design trend, the best way to do it is to look for wooden vintage pieces. You can find them secondhand, and many times they are in really good quality because wood is really sturdy material, and even if you can see some marks on the surface, it only enriches this material. So if you are looking for furniture, look secondhand, and if you want to add smaller pieces, of course go for plants. This is really easy to do. If you don't feel good with plants and you have the tendency to kill all your plants, then Google a list of plants that are easy to maintain and to take care of. I believe it's a really easy trend to apply to your space, and actually I believe this is the one trend that we should be applying. I hope this video was helpful. I hope my voice wasn't too much of a problem. Let me know in the comments because I'm really curious. What do you think? Is biophilic design a trend, or is it something that should be a base of interior design? And of course, if you have enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks.